You guys know the drill. I got you with the best dribble moves for all builds in NBA 2K25. I'll also be doing a basic beginner's dribble tutorial at the end of the video. I know this video is about dribbling, but if you cannot shoot, I'm gonna put y'all on. You have to try out NBA 2K Lab. They scientifically test all of the best jump shots in the game and upload them to their website. They test the speed, the green window, the total average, the middle average, and the peak make rate percentage. You have to check them out. This is where you get the best jump shots. It's only a few dollars a month. Use code DIRK for 20% off, and I'll leave the link in the description. All right, first things first, to make your game experience better and make dribbling easier for you, let's go over to options and select controller settings. I personally think vibration off is better. I just don't like to dribble with it on. This is just personal preference, but I recommend it off. Shot timing profile, you need to be using high risk reward. This is going to help you green the most shots, and you do not want to rely on RNG to make your jump shots. Layup timing profile, right now this is very broken. I recommend taking advantage of this. Just put it on real player percentage. With a like 70 driving layup, you're gonna make every layup, and you do not want to be one of those people like this guy right here that is going to miss a wide open layup on a 7'3" post score. As for dribbling, put your pro stick function on default and keep your pro stick orientation on absolute. And then lastly, very important, make sure this thing right here is disabled. If you have it enabled, the computer will actually dribble the ball back and forth for you, and it is way harder to combo and chain dribble moves. So make sure this is disabled. A quick tip for you guys, if you just complete your weekly workouts twice, you will unlock your 99 stamina, and the more stamina you have, the longer you'll be able to dribble. Also, do not make the same mistake as me. Make sure you are doing unique workouts every week so you can unlock the workout warrior badge, so you never have to do your Gatorade workouts for the rest of the year. And here's my current build and my badges, because I know I'm gonna get asked that. The full build breakdown I will leave in the description. And for my badges, here we go. This is what I am rocking. I'm using my +1 on a lightning launch. I am an ISO player, so I obviously want to be as fast as possible. And then for my tier 2s, I have my +1 on my dimer, because, you know, for the rare times that I do pass, I gotta make sure my teammates are hitting. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over each move one by one, so make sure you guys pay attention so you can figure out which dribble moves are best for you and your play style. I actually want to start with our go-to shots, because you're able to speed boost out of these, and if you are under 6'5", you'll see later in the dribble tutorial, the Ja Morant is the best one in the game by far. It is godly. I need you to equip this. If you are 6'5" to 6'9", I want you to use Bryce Sensabaugh. What a last name. You are also able to speed boost out of hop jumpers this year, and you guys will see in the dribble tutorial that this Jordan Clarkson is glitchy, and it is all builds under 6'10". Make sure you put this on. Let's get on to the dribble style. First, for our small guards, the best one in the game overall, in my opinion, is Darius Garland. You get the best speed boosts by far, so this is the one that I am personally using. If you do not prefer to get a fast speed boost and you like to cross launch, you need to go with DeJounte Murray. This is the best cross-launching dribble style in the game, and you can get this on any build under 6'10" with an 86 speed with ball. If you are 6'5" to 6'9", or you just have a low speed with ball, I want you to put on Zach LaVine. This has a decent cross launch and an okay speed boost. Another good option for 6'5" to 6'9", or if you have a lower speed with ball, is this Jalen Green. If you are a big man and get 60 speed with ball, this Zion cross launch is godly. I definitely recommend putting this on. And if you're a true big man, you're gonna put on normal. This is what I was using in my 7-1 point center build. I will leave that in the description. If you have not watched that yet, go check it out. On to your signature size up, you have a couple options. The first option you have is Derrick Rose. This is a very quick one. You need an 87 ball handle under 6'5". The one that I am personally using is this Trae Young. You need a 92 ball handle, and it is a lot better than Derrick Rose in my opinion. I definitely would choose Trae Young over Derrick Rose. If you are 6'5" to 6'9", you have a couple options as well. Cade Cunningham. This one is very quick, and you always want a quick signature size up. And the other option you have, if you have a lower ball handle, is Ben Simmons. And if you're a big man, you don't really have that many options, but I like to use normal. Thank you, 2K, for not making steals extremely overpowered. We can now actually take advantage of these. The best one in the game is for big guards, and it is Paul George. By far the best one in the game. The combos you can do with this are just elite. As for your small guards, I personally like Isaiah Thomas. I like to do this move and then hit them with a snatch or a behind the back. You guys will see that later in the tutorial. And then if you're a big man, you're going to use normal. Aggressive breakdown combo. Oh, real quick, you guys, if we could get this video to 1,000 likes, I would really appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to me yet, what are you doing with your life? Anyways, I like John Morant. This is currently what Steezo is using, but I personally like Devin Booker to get ahead of my defender. You guys will see in the dribble tutorial. And then for my 6'5 to 6'9 guards, don't worry, I did not forget about you. If you are trying to get glitchy combos, you're going to use DeMar DeRozan. If you are just trying to get a good aggressive breakdown, you're going to go with Jason Tatum. And then for the big man, you're going to use normal. For your escapes, your small guards, it's pretty obvious. Stephen Curry is the best one in the game by far. Actually, I don't want to say by far because Lillard is pretty good as well, but 99% of all the best players in the world are currently using Steph Curry escape on their smaller guards. The front cross hop, whatever you want to call it, is just super overpowered. You have to put on Curry. Again, if not, put on Lillard. If you are 6'5 to 6'9, you got two options. The first option is Kobe, and with the Kobe, you can do that 2K16 throwback walk back, which is just super nostalgic. It is right there. It just looks so pretty. And then we have the Jimmy Butler, which was my favorite escape from last year. As for the big men, you got two options. You can either use Durant or you can use normal. For the combo moves, I actually need your help. Most of the top players are just using Levine, but I'm not gonna lie to you, a lot of the top players have not been testing this out. So if you can let me know some good ones in the comments, I would really appreciate it. Anyways, if you are under 6'10", I want you to put on Levine. To my knowledge, right now, this is the best one in the game. And if you are a big man, you can use, again, Durant or normal. Crossover. I told y'all at Community Day the Magic Johnson cross was going to be the best in the game, and it is Chris Paul. For some reason, Magic doesn't have his own animation, but that's okay. Chris Paul is that crossover. This is the crossover that I am using. As for the big guards, this right here, this Lonzo Ball, this is the best one. This launches you to the basket. I got this from a professional 2K League player, and on his 6'8", he just glitches to the hoop. It is crazy good. If for some reason you do not like this one, you can use Devin Booker or you can use Josh Giddey. Giddey. And if you are a big man, you're going to want to put on normal crossover. As for the behind the back, as of right now, all of the top guards in the game are using either Darius Garland or Trae Young. I personally like Garland. The Trae Young has a much better moving behind the back. The one on Garland is awful. And the Trae Young also has a similar type of explosive behind the back. Now, I personally like Garland more, but a lot of people don't like to have a trash moving behind the back. So if you want a good moving behind the back, go Trae Young. If you are a 6'5 to 6'9 guard, the one you're going to want to use is Kawhi Leonard. And if you are a big man, for some reason you can get the explosive behind the back from 2K20, put on normal. I don't know why the bigs can't get this on normal, but hey, that's 2K for you. It is what it is. As for your spin, it's still the same spin as 2K24. It's the best one in the game. It is Steve Nash. You get the spin back type spin right there, and I'll show you how to do that later in the dribble tutorial. Onto the hesitation, you have a couple options. First is the Darius Garland. The advantage of this hesitation is it is slightly easier to quick stop out of it. I personally just switched to Halliburton. It creates you tons of space and you're able to do great combos with it, especially around screens. If you are 6'5 to 6'9, you can use Larry Bird or Kobe Bryant. And if you're a big man, you got two options, Durant or normal. As of right now, there are 3 elite step backs in the game. The first one is Luka. It's pretty much the same as last year. You get that godly snatchback, and when you shoot a jump shot off of that snatchback, it is almost impossible to get a contest unless the defender jumps right at the perfect time. I shoot off of this all the time. A similar great option is Levine. His snatchback pulls you back even further. The only downfall is it's slower to combo out of and speed boost out of, but it is very good and it creates a lot more space in my opinion. But I personally prefer Luka. But you'll only need an 80 ball handle, so on bigger guards, bro, to get a contest on this is almost impossible, bro. If you are a threes player, I recommend using Tyrese. This is what all of the best stage guards in the world are using on threes, this Tyrese Halliburton. Why, you might ask? Because the speed boost out of it is crazy and you can almost like speed boost backwards into the quick stop to shoot that three. If your ball handle is under an 80, I recommend Jimmy Butler. It has a snatchback as well and it has a god tier moving step back. And if you're a big man 55 ball handle, Joel Embiid, if you don't have that, you might as well put on normal or a basic. It really doesn't matter. For this tutorial, I'm going to be going from the easiest moves to the hardest moves, but overall, all of these moves are relatively easy and for beginners. The first move is your signature size up. This looks hard, but it is very easy. All you're doing is just flicking your right stick in any direction without holding turbo. And then when you want to speed boost out of it, that is when you hold turbo. Just run and go either left or right. Onto your escape moves. This is very, very easy. It just depends on which hand the ball is in. If the ball is in your left hand, you're going to hold down turbo and flick your right stick diagonal up right. And if the ball is in your right hand, you're going to flick your right stick diagonal up left. And that is how you get the front hop cross. And then to get the between the legs, you just go horizontally right or left on your right stick. And then to spam it how I just did right there, you're holding turbo and just flicking your right stick back and forth one time. Your explosive behind the back does not work the same as NBA 2K24. You need to do it out of a move first. It can be any move at all, literally any move. Once you hit whatever move of your choice, all you're gonna do is hold down the right trigger and then flick down diagonal, right or left on your right stick to the opposite ball hand, and that's how you get the explosive behind the back. And then to do your running behind the back, yes, I know this one looks awful and it is not usable, but that's not the point. To do it, let's say the ball's in your left hand, it's the same thing. You're just flicking down diagonal right on your right stick, and if the ball's in your right hand, down diagonal left on your right stick while holding turbo. To do your snatchback, super easy. All you're doing is holding down your right trigger and then just flicking down on your right stick. That is literally it. Just hold down on your right trigger, flick down on your right stick. With all four of those first moves we went over, you can come up with unlimited combos. In these three clips right here, all I did was mix and mash together the four moves we just went over. With these moves, you can come up with unlimited combos. Please take advantage of this. These are the main four moves that I use to get open and to get to the basket. Next move we have is our regular breakdown. All you're doing to do this is just flicking up on your right stick. That is literally it. And like I said earlier in the video, I like to combo this with a snatchback or a behind the back. The next move is your aggressive breakdown combo. All you're doing is holding your right trigger and flicking up on the right stick. The one I have on is a little advanced because it is to crab my defenders and get to the basket, but regardless of which one you have on, it is the same way to do it. It's just holding your right trigger and flicking up on the right stick. Your combo moves. If the ball is in your left hand, as fast as you can, you are flicking your right stick right to left. And if the ball is in your right hand, as fast as you can, you're flicking your right stick left to right. Your crossover, very easy. You're holding your right trigger, aka turbo. If the ball is in your right hand, you're going to flick your right stick diagonal up left when running to the basket. And if the ball is in your left hand, you're going to flick your right stick diagonal up right when going to the basket. To do your hesitation, if the ball is in your left hand, you're just flicking your right stick left while holding turbo. And if the ball is in your right hand, you're flicking your right stick right while holding turbo. And I love to hit combos out of this. You can go into the snatch, the behind the back, the escape, whatever. And it's really good to use around screens. Alright, for your spin, there are two types of spins, the normal one and then the backspin type one. To do the normal one, it's when you're running straight to the basket, you're holding the right trigger and you're just gonna rotate your right stick clockwise. And then for the backspin right here, the right stick is the same, but the angle you take when you're running is different. You have to do it on an angle. Just look where I was holding my left stick in the hand cam. This is the glitchy Ja Morant go-to shot I was telling you guys about. The controls are the same if you do not get this package. All you have to do is, while holding turbo, you're gonna hold up on your right stick and then run and speed boost out of it. Important! I already know people left the video and they're gonna be so confused why it's not working. It only works when you start with the ball in your dominant hand, your shooting hand. As you can see, I am a righty and I'm trying it in my left hand, and it's giving me a super slow load up into the animation. We only want to do it with our dominant ball hand. A great and easy move to combo this with is the snatchback. You'll be open for that jump shot. All right, we got the Jordan Clarkson hop jumper. This is super glitchy. You guys have been asking me for it. I'm going to show you a crazy good combo to use, but you ask and you shall receive. I got you. First, let's look at these combos, bro. Oh my gosh, bro. You just glitched to the other side. It is super good, and it always catches the defender off guard. As you guys can see, this only works into your dominant hand. It does not work into your weak hand. Let's start with the hop jumper itself. All you're doing is, while holding the right trigger, you're holding your right stick right, and you're gonna get that whoop, you're gonna get that glitchy animation. I love to combo this with the Curry escape. So let's say the ball is starting in your right hand. You're holding turbo throughout the entire move. You're gonna flick your right stick up diagonal left, and then hold your right stick back right, and then just run out of it, and you're gonna score a lot off of this move. If you're interested in the best dunks or jump shots, those videos are on screen. Go check them out. They're gonna help you out. Drop a like if you haven't already. Have a good day. Go out.